hand and you have to take the correct option with me. Now see, the first sentence is, the poet says that it is good to lie for a little while because, first option, holidays are times when one does like to get up early. Second option is, she has had a tiring day and likes to rest. And third option is, she likes to look up and see the sky through the trees. Now, which is the correct option? Yes, students, you have to take option C. So, C is the correct option. She likes to look up and see the sky through the trees. Now, see the second question, second sentence. The lace through which the sunshine flickers could be. First option is the curtains across the window. Second option is the leaves on the trees. And third option is the lace on her nightgown. So, which is the correct answer? Obviously, you have to take answer number B. B is the correct option. The leaves of the trees. Now, see the third question. The poet says that a child does not need to be afraid because, first option is the bed is the safest place to be. Second option is she knows her mother is nearby. And third option is there are many friends like sky, the sun and the wind nearby. So, option C is the correct option and you have to take option C. Now students, see question number B. Complete the following paragraph using ideas from the poem. So, this I have to write down on the board and you have to copy it from the board. So, let's start. The sky is like a kind big smile went sweetly over me. And the poet is feeling that the sky, as you know that the sky is limitless. There is no limit to the sky. The sky is like a kind big smile, and so the poet feels that that sky appears to be a kind and a big smile bent sweetly over me. Means she is feeling very happy being lying down on that ground under the tree, and she is just being lying on the ground. She looks at the tree and she feels happy. She sees the sky and she feels that it is a very big smile that is bending over her. Now see the second stanza. The sunshine flickers through the lace of leaves above my head. Now here the sunshine flickers through the lace. Flickers means unsteady. Okay, the sunshine is unsteadily peeping through the lace of leaves. The poet has described here the sunshine as the sunshine is playing hide and seek. Means it is coming and going. It is coming and going through the lace of leaves. Means the tree is full of leaves, and from that leaves the sunshine is flickering. Means playing a game of hide and seek with the poet above my head, and she can feel the appearance, the touch of the sunshine over her head, and kisses me upon the face like a mother before bed. And the poet also feels that the sunshine is like a mother, that it is like a mother who kisses me upon the face like a mother before bed. The sunshine is loving the poet as a mother, and that sunshine, as the sunshine falls on the face of the poet, she feels that as my mother is kissing me before going to bed. Means she feels that the sunshine is like a mother who kisses her on her forehead before going to bed. Now see the third stanza. The wind comes stealing over the grass to whisper pretty things. Now, and though I cannot see him pass, I feel his careful wings. The wind comes stealing over the grass. The wind comes stealing. Steal means to take any person's things without his permission. That is the meaning of steal. So, what is the wind is doing here? The wind is stealing over the grass. Means the wind is stealing something over the grass to whisper pretty things. The wind is coming near the poet and the wind is whispering pretty things, beautiful things with the poet. And though I cannot see him pass, I feel his careful wings. And the wind is one of the friend of the poet whom the poet cannot see, but she can feel the presence of that friend. As I cannot see him pass, I cannot see that friend, but I can feel his presence. I feel his careful wings, and that friend is very careful. That friend is protecting me with his careful wings. And here the poet is telling that she is having such a friend whose presence she cannot see. She cannot see that friend, but she can feel the presence of that friend, that his careful wings, that protecting her, the careful wings of the wind protecting her. Now see the last stanza. So many gentle friends are near, whom one can scarcely see. A child should never feel a fear wherever he may be. So many gentle friends are near. The poet is describing here, the poet is telling here that around me I am here in the lap of nature. There are so many friends are near me, whom one can scarcely see. But all the friends we cannot see. Scarcely means very hardly. The meaning of scarcely here is very difficult to find out. Very hardly. Okay. Whom one can hardly see. A child should never feel a fear wherever he may be. If a child, the poet as a child, the poet is as a child wandering in the lap of nature, and in the lap of nature the poet is having uh, very faithful friends, very careful friends, those who are taking care of her. And all that friends the poet cannot see, but some of the friends that she can feel the presence. For example, the wind. A child should never feel a fear whenever he may be. And in the company of the nature, in the company of that natural friends, if a child goes in the lap of nature, the child should not feel a fear. Means the child should not afraid of anything, because the natural friends are taking care of her. So a child cannot feel a fear. The child should not be afraid of anything, because these natural friends are taking care of her. That the poet wants to convey here. That the poet wants to tell here. So here the trees, the sunshine, the leaves, the wind, and all these things, all the grass, all the natural things are the friends of the poet, and the poet feels very happy, very when the poet is going in the lap of the nature, when the poet wants to become tension free, the poet feels very relaxed. Okay, the poet feels. Let's see question number B. Fill in the blanks is given there, and you have to fill in the blanks. Okay. Now see here, the poet has described nature as a friend. She says that the sky has a kind big smile. The sunshine. So you have to write down there kind big smile, and you also have to underline that word. Kind big smile. Then the sunshine is like a mother. In that fill in the blanks you have to write down the word mother. The sunshine is like a mother who kisses her child before she goes to sleep. Okay. Then you have to underline that word kisses. And the wind whispers pretty things. Here, next fill in the blanks is wind. You have to underline it. Whispers pretty things. Pretty, pretty things. 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 You also have to underline that word, and takes care of her. Here, the fill in the blanks is care. Underline it. The poet is surrounded by good friends from nature, and therefore does not fear. The last fill in the blanks is fear. So students, you can see that this is a short type of paragraph. In this paragraph, if you read this paragraph, you will automatically get the summary of the poem. Whatever explained in that poem, whatever written in that poem, this is a short summary of that poem, short paragraph of that poem. And by reading this, you can understand the meaning of the poem. The poet has described nature as a friend. She says that the sky has a kind big smile. The sunshine is like a mother who kisses her child before she goes to bed. And the wind whispers pretty things and takes care of her. The poet is surrounded by good friends from nature and therefore does not fear. And in the company of the nature, the poet does not fear of anything. The poet becomes very carefree, careless, okay, in the company of the nature. So, it is said that the man is known by the company he keeps. So, students, here I just want to tell you that always be in the company of good people, okay, the people who inspire you, they advise you good things, which are you have to make friends like those friends who can guide you, those friends who can show you the right path. They will teach you the good things and not the bad. So always keep the company of the good friends, okay, that I want to tell you here. So students, have you understood this? You have to underline these words and fill in the blanks, okay. Now see the next question. Let's see question number C. Find words from the poem that mean the following. Okay, the first word is moves irregularly. Moves irregularly means here the word is flicker. Flicker is the word that is used in the poem. Second, come quietly. Come quietly means stealing. And third is hardly. Hardly means scarcely. Okay, scarcely is the word that has come in the poem. So have you understood the words and meanings? Now let's move to question number D. So student, in the next video I will tell you the answer of question number D. Okay, we are doing this question answers in the next video. So we will continue this question and answer in the next video. Till then, bye.